Hi, my name is Milan, and today I'll be looking mainly at the awesome world champion and the invisibility spell, and then crashing the rest of the base with my dragons and my loons. I will be doing a couple of other things as well. Please hit the like and subscribe button for content to come your way and the quality to improve. Please also leave a lot of comments. But yes, today the main thing to show this awesome fun attack. It's quite strong as well. And then in between I'll also do some challenges of the clan games. Okay, that will also be coming our way. And what else? Yes, Jenny just having fun. I've been keeping nice and short. Please jump between the sections and have fun with me. Okay, so there's a couple of main things. So for my base, I do have my heroes quite high up. They're quite strong. They're quite maxed out. And the troops as well. So that is something you want to get as high as possible. That is always important. Heroes will always be important. They're so strong. But there's my army. Nothing too funny about it. At this stage, I might even add, you can do that, of course, use your raid medals and buy some troops. It's pretty cheap. And let's do a couple of attacks. Maybe even here I will go into the clan games. And I will select something. What can I select? I'll select my healer, because my healer will be part of my queen. Okay, so let's do that one. And let's get some attacks going. Okay, there's a couple of key things if you look at the base. Firstly, it is an air attack. So you want to find the air sweepers. So the direction of the air sweepers is important. Then you want to generally wipe out a portion of a base. So I want to probably use the bottom section and wipe it out. Or maybe get the eagle artillery. But let's get it more difficult based. Let's try something a little bit more difficult. I'll do a lot of attacks, and hopefully you're going to see some of them might fail. Some of them will pass just to get the hang of it and see what went wrong. This one looks quite nice, but let's see another one. Okay, this is a nice spreaded base. Strong attacks, there's the fire, spitters. I shouldn't look at them too much. If it's just a nice attack I want to get and maybe farming, I'm not going to look at it in too much detail. But the direction of the attack is important. So if I use the Royal Champion from the top left, and move down this direction and wipe out a big portion, or if I attack from the bottom and wipe out quite a nice big portion, I will send out my eagles or dragons to go that direction. Why? Because I don't want the dragons to fly into this air sweeper. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how it's going to work. So the world champion, and you'll see the invincibility spells are important. So let's see if we get it right, and if we can learn if we fail, of course. Okay, so let's put the world champion down. An invincibility spell to protect her. I was a bit slow there. Just overlap a little bit as well. You have to count a little bit to make sure it's overlapping properly. But you can see she's doing a lot of damage. Already, we wish I would change direction a little bit. But she looks okay, and we're still going. We still have invincibility spells, right? It's insane. Just crashing the base completely. Already. Half the base already gone. Some big defenses taking huge knocks. Okay, I think that was a pretty good walk. I'll put in my dragons now, my loons, and I'll just throw in everything. Of course, you can get better and better with your special abilities as well. But you see, we're just killing it. Completely crushing the base. Even if you don't crush the base, it's still a seriously fun attack to do. Can't get more fun than this. You see also the heroes are still strong at the bottom. That's why you need strong heroes, because if your air power goes down, you still need them. Okay, the heroes are still with us. Oops, I ended by accident. Anyway, okay, you get the idea. So let's try another one. Please also make low what you prefer. Do you prefer the sound on or off? Often I prefer the sound off. It seems silly that on that one it didn't pick up my healer, so let's just put in one healer. It's silly, but let's just do that. The sake. Come on. For the sake of my clan games. Okay, because clan games are important. Okay, I'm going to switch the sound off a little bit, because that's my preference to play if I play quite a lot at home, not to wake the whole house. Okay, another one. Let's see. Try and make it simple. There's the direction, so I'm definitely going to attack from left to right. And let's see, I'll probably wipe out the top section and wipe that one out. Love my world champion these days. Just insane. We're walking strong. Looking up a nice fire spitter as well there. The overlap is important. If you miscount your overlaps, the world champion can go down quite quickly. I wish to send in some of my troops there already. Maybe I can even save my world champion, give her support. I just genuinely want to get stronger in this type of attack. Okay, there she's going to go down. There she went down. That's already a lot of damage has been done. I don't think it's a right or wrong, so leave your comments. You want to find your way. But for me, I think the right or wrong might be to look at the air sweepers and not get the direction wrong. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, of course, I didn't have clan castle troops there, which can make a difference. But it's also good to see you don't want to always have access to clan castle troops, what the effect might be. I'm not going to use up all my raid medals. That's why I don't want to. Okay, there we go. We might be okay. And that's without clan castle troops, remember. Come on. Poor queen. Glad we have the healers. Go, go, go. Okay, next one. Let's return home. Let's see if we can have another clan games challenge. What one is that? That's 2 stars. I think I'm in Titan League. Am I in Titan League? Yes, I am in Titan League. So that's a nice one. I'm not too picky. Let's just change it up a little bit, get my healer out, my loons in. Just make it more basic. Again, I'm not going to use raid middle, so just remember that. Don't judge me. That my attacks are weak. Remember, I'm not using any clan castles, so I'm trying to be a bit simple. You can see there the air sweeper might become a problem for me. So I'm probably going to attack the dragons from the right hand side, and I'll use the world champion at the top to clean up a bit. So let's see if that's going to work. Of course, you want your pets also as max as possible. There's a lot of things going with this. So I actually want the world champion to rather go to the left. But it's okay. Not a disaster. Oh, I lost track of where my queen world champion is. Can you believe that? Okay. Let's just get my troops in. So the direction wasn't perfect. But still, I think she did not enough damage to let the rest of the army clean up. I see there the air sweeper is causing some delay in my momentum, but there it goes down. There's another air sweeper. So just a little bit misdirected, this one. But the attack being so strong, we might be okay. See our heroes are still up and running. They're still going strong. Oh, we've got our 2 stars for the clan games already. Hopefully the queen will keep alive. She's strengthening up there at the bottom with the amazing healers. But that Inferno is causing a lot of damage. So the Saint is still pretty strong. Okay, if the Inferno can just go down. Go, go, go. The Inferno went down. And it's going to be up to the queen again. Okay. Those again, you can see the things that we learn is what are the things that's causing your attacks to fail. And then really just refocus and group for the other one. That's how you want to learn. Okay, next one. It's a new challenge. So we're blasting through the clan games as well. I'm going to have 1 rage spell, so I'll use that one. And it's just so easy to farm now as well that I don't even look really at the resources. There's a nice center base, although the loot is not as high as I wish it to be. And remember the basics. The basics is we want to look at the air sweepers. And then big defenses. Big defenses, then, so let's do it a bit higher grade. So there's the direction. And then where is, there we go in the center. There's the monolith, which is quite painful and damaging to us. Okay, so this one, let's see if what we can do here. Again, we don't have clan castle troops, so we'll have to be careful. Let's see if we get to the center, the direction. What direction are we going to take? That the air sweepers are quite well placed. So maybe I'll take out the bottom section with the world champion, do that, and the top section I'll run through the the dragons. Okay, so let's see if we can get that going. Just hide them more. We want to try and keep to the left, but it would be a nice bonus if we can get some damage on the air sweep as well. We're even getting into the clan castle there, which is quite cool. Maybe I'll rage her up a bit. And then let's get going with our... Okay, the issue goes down. Hopefully the channel-wise is going to work nice here. But there the air sweeper already you can see creating a bit of a headache for us, sadly. Slowing things down just a little bit. Okay, just use the special ability there. I think we should be okay. The monolith almost been going down as well. We go down there, the monolith is down. At the bottom, maybe the air defenses might cause problems, but I don't think so. Just crushing this base. The siege machine is still up and running. The siege machine is still alive. Crazy stuff. So if you don't do proper attacks, you might be okay. You'll get your 2 stars. The percentage might be high. Unfortunately, you won't 3-star if you have bad attacks. If you start adding your clan castle troops, if you have bad attacks, you might with bad attacks get 2 stars, but generally you get your 3 stars. And if you have proper attacks, you just completely crush it. Let's see, destroy some infernos. I just want to do some more attacks. Maybe I'll stop up at 30 minutes. Please jump ahead. Please take time for your likes, subscriptions, and comments. The comments go far away. I want to focus a bit now on the clan games. So maybe I'm not going to be as accurate. Hope you forgive me. Oh, there's some nice loot. So let's see quickly. There's the air sweepers. There's the one air sweeper. And what will I do? I'll probably go from the left. No. Yeah, maybe I'll come from the bottom in. Not perfect, but that might do the trick. Let's do that one. There's an air one already going down. I don't think this is a very strong base. Not a very strong base. Unfortunately, she's running to the bottom. I want her to go to the top, so maybe I'll just hide the right areas. I want you to rather go to the town hall. Come on. Okay, and then I'll run in the dragons. The monolith is still up and running, but that's okay. Push through the monolith quite quickly. Of course, you need 2 stars. You want at least 2 stars from these attacks. But these days, you will even think your 2 stars a fail. Those infernos causing a lot of damage. So you don't want to scatter shots now on the poor eagles because they're all together. So the scatter shots in the right is causing a lot of damage to a lot of dragons at the same time, sadly. Okay, hopefully there we go. And we should be okay. Okay, I'm off to the clan game, so I'm going to kick myself out here. Just get to the next challenge. Oh, not the next challenge. Going to get... Oh, I have to get the Infernos down. Okay, Infernos. Okay, there's the... From the bottom, most probably. I'll take the top out with my world champion. And I'll go in the bottom section, the dragons. Oops. Taking a lot of heat there. Just keep the dragons in so long. It doesn't look too bad. The bottom was the striper, the world champion. I'm missing my rage here. I used to use my rage for the dragons and the E-dragons, but now you have to give up some spells if you want invisibilities. Fortunately, invisibility is only one space only. So if you add up how long you can run with the world champion with invincibility spell, it's a bit crazy. It's amazing. You see that we wiped out. Maybe I just want to see if there's Inferno. You see the monolith. Again, the monolith is creating problems, so you have to focus a little bit if you do these type of attacks still. But surely, if we had the clan castle troops and if we're patient here, well, especially with clan castle troops, we would have done it. Okay, let's just end that one. We focus on clan games a bit more now than the amazing invincibility and the wrecking of bases, but we are wrecking bases. Let's take down, no, that's build a base. I don't want to build a base. Also build a base. Oh, let's do that one. The loot's not too bad. Oh, that's a nice balanced base. You see there's the monolith, for example. There's my air sweepers. So the monolith, I want you to attack from the top, but then the monolith is going to be in play for quite a long time. But let's do it anyway. Let's just continue our recipe. Need to run. Run. Oh, she's doing good work. Good work. Like it to come down a little bit. And that was not a bad job. Get our wrecking army in here. Try to keep it a bit more spread, maybe. Air sweep. Oh, that tunnel was pretty strong, right? And now it's a question of how much damage this monolith will do to our army. So it's a recurring theme here, the monolith. The lower base might be the eagle artillery you want to focus on. The monolith are of course taking down your strongest troops. That's what's happening. Meaning taking down the heroes. Okay, I'm going to end this one. Let's see. And let's see. Let's change our strategy a bit. Let's focus also on the monolith thing. So I don't want to have that one. That's a boring one. That maybe I'll finish up with this one if it's a good attack. The E-spitters are also for me quite a rotation. Where's the monolith? Where's the monolith? Great. So the monolith is actually at the bottom section, which I will then want to take out, try and take out with my royal champion. So let's see if we can channel her in that direction. Whoopsie. She's taking a lot of heat there. Come up, come up, come up. Ah, and she went down. So not our best attack. That was sad. So what was the lesson there? The lesson there is keep an eye on your royal champion. Don't fall asleep. If I just want to get the 1-star, at least some of the gold. But you see, what a disaster. What a disaster. Because we didn't count. We didn't check. So you have to count your seconds. Try your 4 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever the strength of your invisibility spell is. If I go to invisibility spell, hopefully I can show you. Just take one out. Invisibility spell, you can see it's 4.25 seconds. So you want it to overlap. So you'll probably have to try and count to 4 seconds. That's the idea. Okay, let's just add another one. And let's just enforce it. So timing is everything. You have to time and space and overlap your invincibility spells. There's not a bad one. Let's see if we can get a proper attack in for the last attack of the day. Like I say, invincibility spells, hopefully agree. They completely wreck bases. Generally, you can use the E-dragons and loons as well, but I just, at this stage, prefer my dragons. I chop and change it a bit. Da, da, da. These days, the game is really designed that you're supposed to get 3 stars. Okay, I like the gold there, but it's not a strong base. Let's skip that one. A lot of gold I missed out on there. But we want to crush a proper base. Not a bad base. But the town hall is in construction, so I don't want to attack a weak town hall. So let's try and find a proper one. There, the town hall is okay. The loot is okay. I'll probably attack from the bottom. But remember the monolith. Let's see where they've positioned monolith. So the monolith is quite central, which is tough. But let's see, maybe with the World Champion, I will get into it. Direction, I'll probably hopefully move up from left to right. That's what I'm hoping for. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, and she went down. Why? Because it wasn't close enough to. Okay, let's see if what will happen then if I attack from the side I wanted to attack from. Well, the nice thing is you still have your invincibility spells, and you probably want to use the invincibility spells with your queen. Or you can use it as well in your main army. But I quite like the idea of keeping my queen strong. And the air sweeper caused a lot of headaches for me there. So there, only the monolith is going down. So we learned here, if you know, you can always turn to plan B, and the plan B is typically use your invincibility spells wisely. Because if the world champion goes down, it will mean you have your invincibility spells to use elsewhere. Not the worst attack, but remember, we want 3 stars. But let's just get another one going. These are fun. Let's be curious. Let's be curious. Let's use the E-dragons. They're just very slow, right? They're just a bit slow. But this can also be a fun activity. Let's use the first one. The monolith. That's the horrible one. There's my air sweeper. The problem is if I take the monolith down in any direction, I'm going to have a headache with my air sweeper. But I think I'll get past that. So let's see, I'll try and use a couple of tricks. And we just see what the world champion damage she can do. And then we take it from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's awesome, she might attack at the air sweeper, and that will then give us the direction we're going to attack in. You see, it's just insane. Okay, the air sweeper, we want to attack behind the air sweeper. And funneling is important, of course, as well. I used my ability too early, but maybe it's not a disaster. It's a bit of a slow army than the normal dragons, but fun. Maybe even more fun than the dragons. You be the judge. See the dragons can be E-dragons can be slow onto the attacks, giving defense a lot of time to cause damage, unfortunately. You see that air defense is in play quite a long time. And so it just feels a bit slow for me, the E-dragons. And scatter shot and the fire spitter. Ouch. You see the fire spitter. We might swing around the fire spitter, but still, I think with the dragons, I prefer the dragons here. The king is taking hopefully most of the damage. That's, which we got through. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned a lot. And in future, maybe recommend what other attacks I must try out. But currently, this is my favorite: invincibility, wrecking these bases. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons for more content to come your way.